Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of City Skylines. It's been a little while since I've played this game since I had a little bit of a backlog. I've been kind of focusing on Prison Architect, and I'm also trying to figure out something else to throw on this channel as well. Kind of fits in with the 3 videos a week, maybe get 3 series going and put those out. I'm not sure yet. Sorry about that. It looks like we're just kind of building this out. One thing I noticed is this city, the streets aren't changed. I noticed in my city that I have off camera the streets are different. Like the sidewalks are a little off colored and things. I don't know if it's a weird issue with the mod that I use or what. I know this city was created after the most recent update, so I guess that could be it as well. But I know the city I've had for a little while, so I just kind of want to take a look around, make sure there's no major problems with traffic. Looks like we're doing pretty good. So yeah, this mod kind of wow, sorry about that. Voice went a little weird there, but the mod, it looks almost a little plain on this save, so it's kind of weird. But all right, so we got some zoned out here. Let's see if I can kind of actually see, but it looks like it's pretty much all developed. So let's go ahead and continue that because we do have a demand. I guess I'm going to use this tool since it's what I've got right now. So let's just do the rest of that. Might as well. Of course, we want to drag these guys out. I've got to figure out if this is where the next crossroad is going to be. Like our main next through road. Alright. Just drag that all out to there. I think it is maybe one more. Yeah, it's got to be because that's where we put that. But I don't think that's what we want. Well, we got 2 in between. So yeah, that'll probably work. We'll probably go ahead and do that. One thing I'm really liking how I did the city this way. I did my city where it was a 2 or 3 by 1 going the other way, which is good. But the problem I'm having with that is if I ever need to, let's say, turn these into one ways, kind of split apart, it's going to make it very difficult. But in this city, it should work. But I don't even know if we're going to hit that level of traffic. But I know there's one area in my city that I'm building off camera that'd be nice too, but I definitely kind of box myself in there. But it always makes for a unique thing. So let's go ahead and put that there. So we get some more industry. We don't have too much commercial right now, which is actually a little bit of a surprise. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and start with the low speed here. I just want to check and see. Okay, so we got one there, one there. We got a high school there. We can't afford that guy yet. We are gonna need to probably work on getting another one of these. We are making enough money, so we might throw another one in up over here. Eventually, I do want to get a headquarters, but we don't really need that right now. We got one up there, and we got one there, but yet these guys still are not covered. So what I'm thinking is we might move this one up the road a little bit. And then put another one down over here. But I'm going to go and leave it like it is for right now. If we start noticing a lot of fires, then we'll go and work on that. But I don't want to put too much money down right this second. So, alright. So one other thing I wanted to look at was also getting some rail up and going. Like, our population's doing pretty good. We're on our way to 10,000 people. This is about when I would actually start thinking about doing some rail. The problem with the rail, or the problem with doing a cargo station, is I need to it's going to generate a lot of traffic, so I need to get it in an area where I can kind of better control that. I also want to get maybe a connection or 2 going here. What I'm thinking is we'll kind of come off of here and then maybe come straight off of here. That actually might look pretty good, and then come up and around, or kind of come straight off of here into here, and then have this guy come up and over, and then do an interchange here and come along the coast. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I do like how I changed this up. I wish I could change this down here, but I think, isn't that outside? Yeah, that's outside. I don't know, I really don't like how this curve is right around here. It just kind of bothers me for some reason, but I guess I can just try and ignore it So if we're going to put a train station in, a cargo station, I'm thinking we might put it on this side of the freeway. A lot of times what I find myself doing is putting it over here. Well, there's a couple of advantages and disadvantages to each. I mean, over here we're going to just build traffic on top of traffic that we already have. But over here, all these trucks and stuff are going to be trying to come under the freeway to get over here, and so that may cause some problems as well. But then if I ever build an industry anywhere else, let's see. So let's take a look at our natural resource map real quick. If I can click the right menu. There it is. Okay, so we have some, what is that, coal out over here. We have, of course, some iron. Wow, we have a lot. Wow, and a lot of, alright, so we got quite a few natural resources. What I'm going to do out over here is I'm now noticing this is, we're missing water. I'm going to turn this into a lumber area, and that's going to get us a lot more money. Even though this area is not really considered it, I'm still going to go ahead and zone this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of zone this way a little bit, like this, maybe 2 more out, and go ahead and build it, and then I'm going to zone it. This kind of wasn't part of the plan, but it is going to work out for us. But we do want to make sure to... That is off one, isn't it? Yeah, because look, well, that, okay. I'm not sure if I messed up there or what happened. But yeah, that's not only going to produce more money for us, that's going to produce more goods and whatnot. So we're going to have to be careful there, because I'm probably going to flick on 2 things once we get this area zoned out. So what I'm actually going to do is I just zoned... No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. I'm going to actually dezone that area just so we don't overdo it. I forgot to put a crossroad in there. Alright, I'm just using that tool because, oh man, this whole area out here was not even water. Yeah, you'll see me do that quite a bit. If you guys ever notice that, you know, feel free to yell at me. It's all good. So we're gonna do that, like this, maybe 2 more out, and go ahead and build it, and then I'm gonna zone it. This kind of wasn't part of the plan, but it is going to work out for us. But we do want to make sure to... That is off one, isn't it? Yeah, because look, well, that, okay. I'm not sure if I messed up there or what happened. But yeah, that's not only going to produce more money for us, that's going to produce more goods and whatnot. So we're going to have to be careful there, because I'm probably going to flick on 2 things once we get this area zoned out. So what I'm actually going to do is I just zoned... No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. I'm going to actually dezone that area just so we don't overdo it. I forgot to put a crossroad in there. Alright, I'm just using that tool because, oh man, this whole area out here was not even water. Yeah, you'll see me do that quite a bit. If you guys ever notice that, you know, feel free to yell at me. It's all good. So we're gonna do that. Probably gonna split this into 2 water pipes as well. So that should cover them, and then that should cover them as well. Make sure we put in this crossroad in here just to help with traffic. I have a feeling that this is going to be a problem, and we're going to want to cut this off, because you can see it is already turning into a problem. And that's just way too close to that intersection. Like, normally I'm okay with leaving that kind of stuff, but yeah, we're just going to have to get rid of that. So that way, at least if we have a traffic light over here, it'll give a little bit more of a buffer, a little bit more of a queue. Because I mean, over here we have a cutoff, and it was still, yeah, it's just gonna cause a nightmare if we don't do that. So we may add it later on. I doubt it though. Sometimes it will help if we do start noticing some traffic problems. We're noticing traffic problems on this road here, so I think we're up for doing a widening project. And I didn't even do what I wanted to in this area, but we'll do that here in a second. So let's go ahead and let's get a couple more lanes going through this area. This area is going to kind of need to clean itself up here. Let's just go ahead and end it there for now. And for now, let's go ahead and turn off the traffic lights. And then let's go ahead and do this. Let's zone this area out. Alright. Or not zone, yeah, district this area out. There we go. So why don't we go ahead and just kind of do roughly here where it's nothing going to be pretty quite yet. I just kind of want to just get something going here. We'll probably clean this up as time goes on, but right now, no. So, and then we want to turn this into generic, no, let's see, or, okay. Let's do this to forest, okay. And then I want to turn on industrial space planning. So that's going to also produce a lot more as well. So hopefully that won't be too much of a nightmare. As you can see, all the buildings going to rebuild themselves. Yeah, traffic's doing pretty good over here. That's good to see. Alright. Yeah, that's holding up over there. It's holding up over here. We got traffic moving on, traffic getting off. It's all looking pretty good. So I think we're going to, let's see, we can always put it over here too. And we could have some sort of, so I mean, we're not going to be able to fit too much over here. So we could always do some sort of kind of weird interchange type thing here. I'm just not sure. I just want to create the littlest amount of problems as possible. Yeah, it's kind of, oh, you guys need power because of people, tearing down their businesses, and now you guys don't have power, but hopefully someone will build in between you guys here soon, and we'll give you guys power. Notice how I say hopefully, and no one has power over here. Alright. What's going on? Where was the power coming in originally? Oh, it's coming in over here. Okay. So these guys up until this point have power. These guys are all connected into these guys, but no one's building in between. If someone just builds like right here, we'll be good. Like one more building over here would make all these guys connected, and then we can work on these guys. Of course you guys are not going to work with me, are you? I'm gonna have to draw a power line between you. Let's see here, come on, we can get something in here. No, I'm not going to. Watch, as soon as I do this, that's when they're going to, decide to build over there. Okay, we're gonna have to do the same thing probably over here in a minute if we don't get something. It's so close. But you know what, this is just a small amount of group of people. Whatever, they'll figure it out. At least we got the majority of these guys figured out. And as they grow back in, it'll work. So we really do need to get that cargo station going though. And I'm just not too sure where I want to put it. We might drop this down even lower, and then we can just put it over here, which I think may be the best approach, because I want to kind of keep it in this area because I don't know what I'm building over here yet. Like I could be offices, it could be more industry, it could be commercial, it could be housing. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd be building housing this close to the industrial area, but you never know. I really do like how that curve turned out though, so that kind of sucks. But I think we're gonna do it. So basically, we're gonna build the cargo station off of here. We might actually have to drop this down 2 roads just because we're gonna, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a one-way road so people don't get clogged up here. Let's hear this. We'll go and take out. This we'll go ahead and take out, and then I think we'll go down 2 just to make sure we give ourselves enough room, because I want to also break it off onto its own track as well. So I'm gonna say we're gonna bring it down to here, and let's go ahead and cut this back to about there. This guy might need to go here. Okay, let's go and do the curve. So let's see if we can make it look as nice as possible. That's not too bad. If we can kind of line this up and look decent. What if we kind of made it a little straight and then just tried to line this up as much as possible? Yeah, that looks alright. That will work. So then basically from here, let's go and have this guy kind of just curve up and in there. Wrong, or I don't even know why I was looking up there. And then this guy, I guess, if we do something like that, should work. Yeah, that should work. I think if we ever widen that out, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Do we want to just kind of curve this guy? What do we want to do here? I think we'll just go and leave it. I think that'll be fine. And then this guy can, of course, run next to it, and it'll be good after that. So, I think from here is where we'll start doing the curve. So, let's go ahead and do this. Since this is straight, let's go ahead and kind of get the general area where it's going to go, so we can get a nice straight area. So we have something to at least get everything attached to. So that's gonna work there. And we're gonna want to probably widen out this road up until this point too, just to get things out of the way, because we're gonna have a lot of traffic coming down here. So we want to go into here, and we want the cargo train station. Let's go and put it about there. Okay, we might have actually built that a little too far off. We might actually be able to get away with it being on there, because yeah, maybe, but I think it'll be a good. So I think this will actually come across here as well. But let's go ahead and just keep this going like so, and then this guy will just kind of follow on around and connect back in, kind of curve back in like that. So that'll work, and then we'll get this guy's track going as well. We are actually running a little low on money, it looks like, so we do need to be careful. That was the right selection. There we go. Okay, I think we lost. No, we're still doing good. I thought we might have lost some money with the you know, rezoning the areas and whatnot. But let's go ahead, as long as we can still afford it, let's go ahead and widen this out as well, just because I already know that this is going to draw a lot of traffic. So if we can kind of get this under control now, I think we'll be good. Actually, I don't even know if I want that to connect up like that. That may have been just a good point too. I don't even really like the way that looks, but I think that's just going to cause more problems if we do that. So, and in that way right now, you know, as long as we don't have to go any further, it'll give us a double right, even though they're not going to use it because they're all going to be in that one lane. I wish they would give us some single lane one ways or something. I know that you have the off ramps and on ramps, but those you can't zone. Wow, I can't talk right now. Those you can't zone off of, so it's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So let's go and turn off the traffic light over here. I am thinking, oh, we already did it. I'm thinking of doing the same thing over here then. But I think I'm gonna go and leave it for now. It needs power, which luckily we have right here, and it needs water, which, you know what, I'm just gonna do this for now. Alright, so that should take care of all that. So we got a nice little cargo station going, and yeah, so tonight I'm also going to try and work on getting all the mods that I use and putting them in the description, just to help if you guys have if you guys are playing this and have any questions or see one that you like and are wondering what it is, you know, I'll try and start leaving that in the description for you. So Alright, so this area should start to rebuild itself. Hopefully these guys are not too upset. Just keep an eye on traffic here. Let's see what our traffic analyzer says. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. What are these guys complaining about? Crime rate. I guess we might need to put in a headquarters a little bit sooner than I thought. Yeah, because look, that guy's not reaching over here. So, let's see, our headquarters. I think, is that the headquarters? No, that's not. Okay. Actually, what is this? Must have been a mod I downloaded, but I guess we can get one more of these guys over here, but it's just making more and more sense to do an actual headquarters now. So let's go ahead and put this guy. I really don't want to take out any buildings right now, so I'm just gonna kind of throw this guy down here right now, just to kind of curb the complaints. And then once we get some money back up, we're going to go ahead and just do the full-blown headquarters. So, yeah. So we got some people coming in. We don't have too much demand right now. We do have a little bit more demand for commercial, but we're also kind of waiting on these guys to be built back in as well. And that's going to take a little while, especially since these guys over here are determined to build, and we actually have connection with electricity now. So. But that's going to take a little while to build up, just because each one of these buildings are now producing a lot more than they were before. So basically, I think it doubles their capacity or something, or their production or something, with that one policy I turned on. So it's a good policy. So now we're going to be able to fit a lot more in this area than we'd have before. So as you can see, we've already got a lot of traffic coming down into here. I know in the city I'm building off camera, I was actually able to, it was a good spot that I built it. I was actually able to build it right off the highway and build a full interchange. And it moves pretty good. I'll have to show you guys that there's actually two in the city I'm building, and they're both built off their own little area and their own interchange. But unfortunately, this map is just not going to work with me in that way. I mean, I can build it, I guess, over here and kind of build it into this interchange, but that's just going to cause a lot of problems, and it's probably not going to look that great if I do it. So we'll just kind of stick with this for now. It's handling it. I mean, this road is good. You know, there's not really any traffic lights or anything besides here, so I think we'll be okay for a little while. And as you can see, we're rebuilding our industry area after doing everything that we did, so it's all looking pretty good. What I might actually do is, because you can basically, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can basically make a lumber area out of nothing. So I'm going to put a few more trees down just to kind of give us a little bit more of a lumber area and kind of make it look a little bit better as to why we might have built our industry kind of away from the city. Because if we do this and then we get into our natural resource map, that's not it. There we go. As you can see now, all this is just green and more green, and that's just because we put a bunch of trees down. I bet you if we put some up over here, it would make this area a little bit more thrivable as well, if that's even a word. Pretty sure I just made that up. Okay, and that actually looks pretty good like that. So now if we go back into here, yeah, as you can see, this area is turning green now too. So and that's going to help with a few things. I mean, that's going to help with this area, but that's going to help with pollution. And are we running out of water? No. That was strange. These guys are already abandoned. I'm not sure why. I think they might have been affected by the no electricity problem that we had for a little while. Okay, so these guys are shut off. These guys are still producing. Oh, this reminds me, in my city I had a bunch of these lined up on a bank, and apparently it was just dumping too much water in, and it flooded part of my city, so I had to end up moving them around and pumping water out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, so